Spoon. Looking sus. Thanks, man. I have been playing a lot of Among Us, so it's probably why I look so sus today. Thank you, Spoon. Good luck in class. I hope you kill it, like the class. This part like so hard to do optimally, I think. Like the camera is so weird in this spot. I know that in JP it's actually a little bit different. Or yeah, I guess that's right. Like on JP it's like a little bit different compared to US. I should probably make 2 save states just in case, because this area is really, like, individually the parts are so like different. Problem is I need to get everything on like a decent speed. That's weird. I thought I had made one, but there it is. I don't know why you have to enter the room first. I see now. I want to get like a straight angle before I jump. That way I can have enough speed to dive. The camera's so like, it's like tilted a little bit to the left. So like what my straight is, like if I'm holding down notch, it doesn't actually like help my case. I need to go like a little bit more to the right. Tim. Currently just messing around with practice in HMC 100. It was really bad on the ending. You, Matt. Amogus. I wonder if like in the future Among Us will come out with like an update that will be like really fucking like hype. I don't know if with the update that they gave us, if it was what they said was like Among Us 2 or whatever, or if they're still like waiting to release that, because that'd be really interesting to see. Like I don't actually know if like the update that they gave us was the Among Us 2 that they said, but if it is the case, then I feel like that was a bad move on their part. Because they could have just gave us like an update that was like pretty like decent, and then wait a couple months and then they release like the full like Among Us, what was supposed to be like Among Us 2. How excited am I for the direct? Honestly, not as excited as I usually am, because like 95% of the time when I look at a direct, the main thing I'm looking forward to is some announcement on Smash, whether that be like a character like getting like talked about for the first time, or like even just them saying like something about like an update, or like the character reveal, or like their moveset, or like a showcase or anything. But this is like atypical for me, because I think ever since like 2016 or 17 or something, I've always watched Nintendo Directs like specifically for like Smash content almost. Like it's like one of my main like focuses, you know. But now that Smash is like over with, I don't really like, it feels like there's like the quality of the Direct seems like way less to me, I guess. Like before, Directs were like maybe like a 9 out of 10 or something, or like even 10 out of 10s. But now it's like a 6. It's pretty significant. Because you have to keep in mind, I'm like one of those people that like, I really am like cautious of like what games I buy. Because I know that if I buy a game, like most likely I'll put like a lot of time into it. And that's something that worries me actually. Like it's not something that I'm like, oh dude, like I put so much time into it, like I'm happy about it. Like I'm like, holy shit, if I put time into this game, like it's gonna be like a big part of my life. So like, yeah. Like I'm not really looking forward to anything currently, I guess, which is kind of a weird spot to be in, because normally I'm like looking forward to like Smash Directs, or like things related to Smash in some form. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but I I think I will end up watching the direct just to see if there's anything that could potentially, I guess, like replace that like void of Smash. Maybe like some Pokemon show would be nice. Could be a good time to get back into Pokemon. Banjo was the only hype Smash reveal. I think it was one of the more hype ones for sure, but for me it was like a lot of them. I've watched every single one, so like I have like a wide range of shit. Like I've been watching the directs, like the reveal trailers, since like Smash 4 days. So like I've seen a lot of shit. I think one of the most hype ones for me personally was like Cloud. That shit blew my mind like crazy. Especially because at that time, there was basically like no like, I guess like first party like PlayStation characters, you could say. So like watching like Cloud get into Smash was like, it just seemed like so like crazy. Like it just seemed like we were all getting trolled or something. But long and behold, it turned out to actually be true. Like I seriously thought that Cloud was just like not gonna happen, like ever. And then it just came so quickly. Like it was like Smash 4, like super early in like DLC and shit. Just blew my mind entirely. Especially like an old game like Final Fantasy VII, you know? Like you would think that they would like have no interest in that because it's like an outdated game or whatever. But it ended up working out in their favor because like now they have like Sephiroth and Smash because of like Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then the remake came out like around the time where, you know, like Sephiroth got released and shit. Like it was just, it worked out so well for them. Like it was actually such a like sick move. Dog is in the living room, I think. No, he's not in the living room. He's like in the kitchen area. But he's sleeping. I don't think he got good sleep last night, so I'm actually glad he's not in the room because that way he can actually like have peace and quiet. But the cool thing about my dog is like he'll like if he wants to, like if he's not really tired or whatever, he'll just like come on the room like in his own, and then he'll just like lay on the bed, and then like if he wants to, he'll just like come here and sleep here. It's a pretty smart dog, I think. Hash Brown. New Mario Kart. I heard somebody say on Twitter that like apparently there's never been a 2D, like aside from Mario Maker, hasn't been a 2D like Mario game since like 2012. So maybe that could be something that's in the works. Oh shit, I forgot there's like actually a movement you can do here. Interesting. Like as a backup. You can get like a double jump off the like rotating thingy. that happens. Like if you're about to fall off and it's turning, you can actually like jump on the side of it and then like make it. Shit. What breed? It's a Labrador, but it's like a mix. It's like a Labrador mixed with like a Terrier, I think. And I actually, like, I don't know if I just have bias because it's like my dog or something, but like, I feel like it's a pretty good breed. Highly recommend. Yeah, that's the one. I think Super Mario U Deluxe came out in 2012. You should like look it up. Oh well, I guess Deluxe is like, isn't that like the Wii U one or something, or like the Switch one? Wait, now I'm curious, because I'm pretty sure the one that they linked was the Deluxe one. That's the one that came out in 2012, I think. Yeah, but that's just like a port though. Those don't count. I mean like a non-port, you know? Deluxe. Exactly. You know what game was really good? I feel like this game was like completely went under the radar, but like that Mario, like I forgot what it was. I don't remember if it was like Mario Party, but like on the DS, or I think it was like Mario, like I don't remember what it was called, but I remember you can like hook up online, like basically like local wireless. And you can play like little mini games like poker and stuff, and it was like a Mario themed game. That game was so fucking fun, but I don't think it did well in terms of like sales. I have like really fond memories of that one. Like that shit was OD. But I don't know what it was. I think it was like just regular Mario Bros on DS, and then they just had like a part where you could just like randomly connect for some reason, and like have like Mario like mini style games and shit. Damn it. Yeah, I think it's that one. New Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer on DS. That was super fun. The cool thing about like the DS wireless thing was that for some reason like the wireless on DS was like really good. Like I guess like the internet wasn't that good, but like the local wireless had like, it was like, dude, anybody on your block, like if you were in a school and the other person was like basically like down the hall or like really like within like a block radius, I feel like you could like actually like play with them with like a pretty decent stable connection. So like I remember I would just like play with random people in my neighborhood because like the wireless was just that good. Like it would just like always pick up like people on my block. So I was able to play like a ton of games on like the DS multiplayer thing. It was actually so sick. Same with like Mario Kart. Like I remember like Mario Kart went so hard in our school or like in our classes. Like we would just like everyone would just have a DS and we just like all just like knew when to get on. And then we would all log in and we'd just have like races in the middle of class and stuff. It was really hype. Yeah, the regular DS, not the 3DS. That's the one that had like Picto chat. I think the DS had like wireless and online. Like, you had to connect to like if you connected your router, there was like some process. I forgot what it was, but you can like connect your router to your DS, and then you could like just play online for like multiplayer stuff. But that was pretty good. But I mean, like the wireless was like for some reason just like so like good. I don't know why. Like it was like, you know how like when you have like a walkie-talkie and then you go on like random channels and there's like people who you've like never met before or whatever, like on the, like you're just like, you hear like people just like talking shit like on the walkie-talkie. It was kind of like that same deal but with like on the DS. Like people would always be on like Picto chat or like Mario Kart or like Mario Party and shit. Like, you would just like hook up with like these random people. You're like, what the f, like who is this? Yeah, the DS games were pretty good if you like bought the like the main series ones like Mario and stuff. I still have my Guitar Hero that I bought. Guitar Hero was pretty good as well. Another portable console. That would be pretty hype. I would actually look forward to that. But I would probably just use it as like a Pokemon machine, if I'm being honest. Because there's no way they port Smash to it unless, because you could already play Smash like mobile. Like it just wouldn't make sense for like graphics wise and shit. But yeah, I think I actually will end up watching the direct. I think it's tomorrow at like 5 like Eastern, so if I start early enough tomorrow, I can do like runs, and then after I'm done with runs, I can just like watch it, and then like end stream. Because I think it's like a 30-minute thing, so that's pretty damn. That actually lines up really good for like stream stuff, because then I could just like watch it and then like host somebody or whatever. So I might do that. I kind of forgot what I used to do here. I think I'd take like a really straight line. It's really hard to do when you get bad RNG. I think I've been getting lucky recently on my what I rolled the hundreds. Yeah, it's free when you get like a good RNG, but what's up, Nick? Thank you. Good morning. I don't like that. I think it's C left, actually. And you gotta jump so early to get those coins. I've been jumping like super late. Like in runs, I've missed it pretty much like half of my runs because I just jumped way too late. So I end up having to get like a skeeter at the end. One time it was really bad because I actually grabbed the 100 coin star and then or sorry, I got the red star and then I just like left the level without getting the 100 coin star because I thought I was on good coin count. Dude, I just had like a meltdown. Yeah. I mean, we've talked we talked a little bit about like Yu-Gi-Oh! And like Pokemon card collecting stuff, and he seems like kind of on the fence about it. I don't think he's gonna commit, which is smart of him. I kind of envy the fact that he can say no to Pokemon cards. But I'm proud because it's actually a good thing, I think. You should only have like if you have like a money sink, you should probably only get like one at a time, you know? Like if you're like really into like video game collecting or something, you probably just want to get into like one at a time, you know? Otherwise it can get kind of dangerous. Okay, I know what I need to do. I'm talking as if it's an addiction. No, I'm just looking out for my friends. That's all. I gotta like Get like a straighter angle on the wall kick, probably. Let me try that. It's a little bit better. What's up, Huckleberry? Morning, bloke.
Here we go.
I said I would try to make an effort to practice more backups, so I'll do that. I conserve momentum there pretty well, but does this really save a fuck ton of time compared to doing secrets in hundreds and reds by itself? Yes. Because you have to... That wouldn't really make that much sense because... Or, I guess people do it in 70 star, but... if you have to get reds, then it's better to just get it with this because... You have to get to this point and... Like, I guess the explanation would be like, you have to get to this part anyways to get the red star. So you might as well spend the time... like, going around... Wait, let me think about this. Yeah, I think the explanation would just be like, you have to spend time going around the town anyways to collect all the reds. So might as well use, like, how many do you like enter here? It's like 56 or something, right? Because you get 50 from the box, I think, and then there's like 5, and then you probably enter with like 56, 58 or something. So like you basically spend the time just getting the reds, which end up being like 16 plus the blue coins. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? How many do you get when you enter here? Isn't it like 56 or something? The point is, you gotta go around the entire thing anyways to collect the red, so might as well just get it like with the hundreds because it just makes sense that way. Also, I think part of the reason why it's faster is because you do secrets by themselves, and like if you run 70 or whatever, like if you do secrets by themselves, it's like 30 minutes, or sorry, like 30 seconds or some shit. So it's like significantly faster than doing that with like 100. Like it's not more so that like 100 and red saves time. It's more so that 100 and secrets loses time on secrets. Does that make sense? Like secrets are pretty fast generally. If you don't do it with 100. Like I think the numbers are like secrets is like a 30-second star, 100 and secrets is like about a minute, so it's like 30-second difference. Reds by themselves is probably around like 40, so like doing 100s with reds ends up being like one, like 130 or 120 or something. So like if you do 120 as opposed to 30 and then another 30, or sorry, 40 and then 30 would be like a minute 10, but then you still have to do the 100 coin regardless. Am I making sense or no? This might be hard to follow because I'm like bringing up a lot of shit. Yeah, I might be slightly off, Nick. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, the general gist is like about what I mean. Did you guys know that this door is a door? It's not really usable, but it exists. And I think part of this layout for this town is actually inspired by like Legend of Zelda. Like, I think they use some assets from Legend of Zelda in like this little area. The more you know, boys. Hello, Eddie. I do not love you sexually, but maybe one day. That's where Yoshi hides after he drowns himself. Come on, Yosh. Get out of there, buddy. I'm actually really curious of like what... I mean, I'm sure somebody has already hacked the game to find out what's like behind here, but it's probably just empty space. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it actually. The right angle. So it's actually not solid. It's like just a bunch of emptiness. Just like my soul. Smiley face. I'm just kidding. Why not? Like, why don't I love you sexually? I swear this is like a topic like every week. Because I don't know. I think it would be immoral to love your viewers sexually. It's probably not a good thing. What about VIPs? Okay, that's a different story. Fuck. You can actually hold left notch and still save it, but you have to react kind of quickly. Let's see if I can fail it and then save it. Nope. I tried. It also depends on your angle too. Like if the camera's turned really far to the right, it's a lot easier to like save it because you're like directly holding left. There it is. It's really useful in runs, especially if you get like a super bad angle. It feels so nice to hit that in runs. I've never been a VIP before. Is it cool? It only differs with mod in like 2 different ways, I think. You can't time people out or ban them, but you can still like you basically spam like crazy, and you don't get stopped at all. For I think up to 100 messages, if I'm not mistaken. And then the second difference is you can like talk in like sub only mode and stuff. Like I think if you're not a sub and you have VIP, you can still talk in sub only mode, and then like emote only mode. And all other kinds of modes. No, you can't see chat logs. That's only for mods. I've tried it before, it doesn't work. I mean, it makes sense, like why would, as a VIP, like why would you want to see chat logs? Like, even if you find like a bad chat log or something, it's not like you're gonna be able to ban them or anything. So it actually makes sense in my opinion. But it could be a nice perk. I mean, I'm sure if someone like requested it, Twitch would probably like implement it. But maybe not, because I guess it would depend on the streamer if they want like a VIP to like have that privilege. Because like, what if it's like, you know, like taking away from like mods, I guess. Like I'm trying to imagine like a scenario where like basically, like let's say a VIP like looks at like a chat log, and they're like, oh shit, I found some bad stuff. Like mods, can you like time this guy out for saying some bad stuff? And then it's like the mods, there's like this like unneeded pressure to like, I guess like respond to like the VIP, and like, you know, like it's just like unadded pressure, or like unwarranted, like unnecessary. I wish Emily would learn this mountain clip. I think it comes in like levels, like after you reach like a certain PB, like I think stuff like that becomes more worth it, but I don't even know what you would do. Like if you don't go for mountain clip, I guess you would take this, right? The breeze. Let me actually time this. Let me try to think of, I guess, wall kick. I'll time it on wall kick. So let's see how much this loses actually. Not like that. Fuck. Alright, so 1276. That's with clip. Try to do some optimal movement here. $17, so it loses like 5 seconds. Assuming you know, have optimal movements or whatever. Like 1-to-1 is probably like 4 to 5, or like 4 to 6, I guess you could say. Because maybe that wasn't the optimal movement. Maybe triple jump is like not that good. Yeah, true. That's a good point. If you stack it up with like other stars, like every time you're doing it, you're losing like a lot. But it is significantly easier. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what Emily's PB is, but I'm pretty sure she has like a 5-hour time or something. Like, this isn't really important until you get to like, I want to say like sub like 50 or like sub 40 like upstairs times. Probably. Like around there. That's probably where you want to learn. Because at that point, because if you're like at that point your upstairs are like pretty good, and then like your TTM would be significantly worse than like all the other stages. Yeah, I think Mario's really weird in the sense that like some people like are really good at like 70, and then they have no problem switching to 120, and they could just go for like some bizarre strats, and like in a good way, you know what I mean? Like they can go for like some stuff that isn't even worth it in like 120. People will go for if they're like pretty good at 70 already. So I kind of admire that. But on the flip side, like, there are some people who just do, like, maybe they're like 16-star runners and then they go to like 120 and they have really good movement like everywhere, but they don't really have the strats or the tricks down, so they end up losing a lot of time because of that. So it's like a double-edged sword. Slow. I don't really know too much about Ouija, but yeah, I guess that's like a good example of that as well. I was talking more so like at a like not top level, but I guess that also applies for some people. But that must be super frustrating. Like if you're like a really good 16 runner and then you go into 120 and you're not playing like I'm trying to think, like, cause when you play 16, like you basically have the perfect run basically every run with like very little exceptions. But at 120 it's like you could have like a run that you consider good or like probably one of your best and like still have like insane amount of mistakes everywhere. So like it must be really frustrating for a 16 runner to like expect perfection in like a 120 run, because that just never happens. Like even at a world record level, like you're never gonna have a run that's like no mistakes, you know? Like doesn't Liam I think have like a 30-second loss in like SSL? So like yeah, like it's not like world record is almost never gonna be perfect, at least not in 120, in my opinion. I'll practice like one more thing and I'll start runs. Like 1 or 2 more things. The fuck? Did he just like dip into the lava? Silly Goomba. Lava is for bomb-bombs. Make it. Nice. God gamer. Yeah, it's true. For 120, like, you need, like, tough skin. Because if you tilt over dumb shit, like, you're gonna have a horrible time in 120. Like, you really just gotta accept that, like, every run is gonna be, like, not the run. And just, like, appreciate the ones that are the run, so that way you don't, like, lose your fucking shit every time you make, like, you know, one of these instead of one of these, right? Because in 16, this is, like... Alright, let's just, like, if this happens in, like, if you're trying to do a long jump and then you do this, like, that is, like, 0.1% of the run. Or like a 1% of the run, you know what I mean? But like if you do this in 120, that is like such an insignificant amount of time that you can basically like not lose any time. And yeah, these things are kind of important when like running. Like all this shit actually like matters. It's not like with other games how like there's a lot of things that are cycle based, so like even if you make mistakes and then you continue, like you're probably like fine. I guess in this example that also fits because this is on a cycle, but if you get that ground pound, unless you have absolutely perfect movement like up until like the elevator, then you're probably not making early Ellie's, which is gonna lose you like I think it's like 6 seconds or some shit. So good luck trying to get perfect movements. Shift the other day said he was washed. You can't be washed if you like play every day. Doesn't Shift literally play every day? How can he be washed? That makes no sense. But I understand it. Like, pretty much anybody who's a top player in anything, if they're not playing 100%, they just automatically assume that they're washed. But the reality, what's really happening is that, like, somebody just plays at such a top level for such a long time, and they achieve, like, almost robotic levels of, like, perfection to the point where that becomes, like, their norm. But realistically speaking, like, that level was, like, something that was achieved with like, you know, hard work and stuff. So like, if you play like anything under that, like your expectations are so high that you feel like you're just washed. Like, I think back to, like, the times where I was, like, on 157 pace, like, going upstairs and shit like that. And, like, to an extent, that's still possible. Like, it's still within the realm of possibility, but, like, I wouldn't say I'm, like, washed, because I understand that, like, there's just some days when I'm going to play, like, an absolute legend. And then other days I'm going to suffer and play, like, I've never played this game before. That's just the way it goes. That's just part of it. Omega little washed. Literally washed, dude. I don't know if he plays every day, but I see him live pretty often. So I assume it's every day. Or like every other day, maybe. Yeah, early Ellies I don't think loses that much. Because I think when I don't get early Ellies, I get like 106. And I think if I get early Ellies, I get like a 59. I have these numbers on a spreadsheet, but I haven't checked it in a while. Since like, probably like September. But I've gotten early Ellies a couple times, and I haven't like recorded. But it's really hard to get in a run, because it's like such a hard thing to get. Gaming. Alright, I'm probably gonna practice like one more thing. I am not joking this time. It's already been like an hour, so I probably should start runs. For like my own good. No, not the music. Anything but the music. Nah, it's ruined. Can't practice JRB without the music. What the fuck, man? How much you guys want to bet that I get this clip, like insta clip, first try in runs? Shit, that was too early. So, you guys like Mario? That's not bad. 22, 23 is takeable. Alright, one more thing. Just to make sure I got this down. Like, no cap. God, I keep losing momentum. It's like I'm rubbing against like the invisible wall there or something. We can't even do Preds here? Yeah, that's true. Do affiliates get to do Preds? I think they do, right? Alright, one more thing. Alright, actually the last thing. I'm sorry. I have to. Because this is like super late into the run. If I lose this, I lose like 40 seconds, so I have to practice this. Just forgot, okay? No more, no more. Do you think speedrunning BFBB requires a lot of skill? This is such a big question. Of course it does. Speedrunning any game takes a lot of skill, unless you're playing like an RNG game. Like a game that's literally just RNG. Like, what is that board game called for Nintendo Switch? Like 51 board games or some shit. Classic games, I think. That shit is just RNG fest. But yeah, anything else is pretty much skill based. Wait, I'm actually curious about something. If I ground pound and I hold A, does that actually slow me down or no? Wait. I think it does. So this is no A. Hold on. This is like no A. And this is A. See that? There's a small difference. You probably can't see with my frame rate, but... Oh, you know what? I can actually test this. I just realized I can test this. Shit. That was horrible. So that was no A. This is A. It's like 12? No. It's 13. '86 and 93. No, 83. Pretty interesting. Damn. It's probably not that big. It's like 0.1. Yeah, 51 Clubhouse games. That's the one. That, like, I feel like every game in that shit is like RNG, if you think about it. Because you're basically playing against like AIs and shit, and they just are random. So it's like super RNG heavy. But I'm sure you can argue that like even that game is skill, because you need to like know how to play like all the shit like poker and baccarat and all that. Like that in itself is a skill. Dude, I'm not gonna stream BFBB. I think literally only like Eddie wants it, and maybe like 2 other people. But like, I only have that game on GameCube, and I think the GameCube version sucks. I don't know, but I think it sucks. So point is, like I probably wouldn't play it unless I get it on Xbox or some shit. But but I dig myself into this hole like every single time, because I end up like there's so many games that I want to play, and I genuinely want to play them, like genuinely, like I do. I want to play like SpongeBob and shit, but right now my priorities are Mario, so that's what's holding me back. But there's so many good games out there that I need to play that I haven't played. Like I haven't even tried the Spyro series yet, or like shit like I don't know, just like a bunch of like SNES games and shit that I've never tried before, like RPGs and shit. Like there's so many, like people always say like play Chrono Trigger, or like play like Spyro, or like Crash, or like play stuff like that, you know. Thank you, Tool. In your opinion, who's the best BFBB player? I don't know, dude. I don't watch BFBB. I only watch Shift like once every like year. So I guess Shift. And I'm pretty sure he has record. So I think I have a correct opinion. It wasn't a real PB, but it was like a D-Rust PB. This is like my best like D-Rust PB so far. It's like a 2 flat with like 6 seconds. These splits. But we're getting there. The thing is, this 201 I felt like was full of like giant mistakes. So we can definitely get sub 2 soon. Like it felt, by the time I was over with it, I was like, man, this run had so many like big mistakes. I'm surprised it's even PB'd. So yeah. Like I just know for a fact it was a bad run, like for my standards, you know. I just know it. No husTlie to clutch out those 6 seconds, but it was husTlie because I still got a PB. Getting a PB at all is pretty husTlie, I think. It's all about perspective. Yeah, I'm sure it's a fine game, but like I don't know. Like it's kind of not really high on my priority list. I will play it at some point because I own the game, and I want to at least play like a good amount of games that I own. I have like Resident Evil 4 or whatever, and like Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. Those I probably want to knock out as soon as possible because I already own the game. But another one's like pretty high on my list is Final Fantasy 8 or 9, because I heard they're pretty good. Plus, I think it's like one of Liam's favorite games, so it would be a nice thing to do for a buddy. FF9 is the best one. But I already played 7, so I kind of feel inclined to play 8, and then if I like 8 or don't like 8, I can move on to 9. Because like I feel like it just makes. I know there's like no reason to go in order, but like my efficient brain just kind of feels like that's like the best move. But I don't really mind either way. Like if I play 9 and then 8, like who cares? But yeah, the problem with Final Fantasy games is that they take so fucking long. Like when I played Final Fantasy 7, it took me a month to beat it from start to finish. And I can't play games that are like super fucking long because it just like, I don't know, it's too much. It's like sensory overload. How did I not fall? Pretty clutchly right there. God gamer. I have no idea what Sakura is. Is that a series or is that like a genre? I'm a huge like Final Fantasy VII like advocate or whatever. Like I will fight you to the death if you say that Final Fantasy VII is not the best Final Fantasy like game. But the funny part is I've only ever played one Final Fantasy game. Clean. Hey there, Steve. Maybe 50 hours is a good fit? Hell no. Dude, I want to keep my games like 12 hours max. Like if I can't beat it in like 3 streams, like I just want to not play it. Like it's just, it's too much. Like I can't play like one game forever. Which is ironic because I'm like a speedrunner, but it's different. This game is way different. Yeah, the remake is super, like, awesome. Like, honestly, that was like, dude, when the remake came out, that was like, it was so awesome because it came out, I think, on my birthday. So, like, I was just, like, binge, like, watching people play that shit, like, for, like, a good, like, 2 weeks and shit. It was so, like, awesome. Like, I can't wait until they come out with, like, Chapter 2 or whatever. I also can't wait until I get out of Womps. Smiley face. I don't even know why I went over the tower. That was bad. I should have just gone under. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where they take that game, because there's a lot of different directions they could go with it. But like based on what I've already seen, compared to like the original, like the remake is probably gonna be like some really crazy, like good shit. Like I don't know if they just like poured all their resources into Chapter 1. Like if that's everything they had, and then they're just like getting people to like buy into the next chapters or whatever, or if that was only the tip of the iceberg. But either way, it's exciting. Like I feel like, regardless, it's gonna be a good game. And I mean, you are paying like $60 per or whatever, but it's like a very unique experience per like chapter. So like, yeah, it's good shit. Yeah, it got a remake. Have you not? How do you not know about this? Like, even I know about this shit. It's called Rehydrated. Dude, this is 100% like a bait question, or like a bait thing. I feel like Eddie for sure knows about Rehydrated and they're just acting. There's no way you don't know about Rehydrated. No, 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 no. Okay, sweet. Not the best angles, but probably above average. So what the fuck, man? What does this happen to me, dude? I think I'll continue anyway as a joke. Like if I get like a sub 2 and it's spliced, then whatever. Whatever, man. If I get sub 2 in this run, I'll just do it again. No big deal. But yeah, just so the moderators of speedrun.com know, this is 100% spliced. I'm telling you right now. This is spliced footage, not actual gameplay. Just a literal MP4. And I'm just pretending to smack buttons on my controller. But I didn't really have like super crisp movement for the treasure chest, but I think it's still gold possible by like a couple seconds, maybe like 2 or 3. I'm gonna try to get like a really fast 10 shot, I think. I would be a little bit tilted, I think, if I actually PB this, but at the same time, like, I know that I did it. Like, if I were to do it, and then I, like, if this were, like, the run, then I'd be like, fuck it, like, I'll just do it again. But I would be a little bit salty about it, not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna lose, like, sleep over it, you know? Nice, Elite. Honestly, like, the only reason I'm streaming is just in case any Elite fans show up. Like, it's like, why else would I even stream? Alright, it is golding, but it's a splice gold. husTlie. Yeah, this is true. I used to watch DJ Onk when he was like first picking up Mario. We go way back. But the husTlie thing doesn't surprise me because like literally like 50% of people probably say husTlie when I like first like watch your stream or whatever. Nice. Is it D Jonk? I saw that coming. Aim is good. The junk. Alright, last slide wasn't good, but this one's gonna be perfect. Trust me. I'm probably gonna reset this. It's fine, it's only 15 minutes. Copium. Whatever. The run was spliced anyways. Now like I literally pulled up a video when the stream was offline and then I replaced it. So this is also spliced. Like this is still a video, but we'll keep it going. Jump here into voice call with me and I'll pronounce it for you. I feel like if I get into a voice call with Elite, he's gonna turn it into like a sex line. He's gonna like start whispering shit. And I would freak out. Bad RNG. I would be into it. No. I don't know why, but there's like a smudge on my screen. It looks like like oil. Like a clear smudge. Oh, did Pokemon announce what her thing was? Like, is she going to YouTube or whatever? Wow, Elite. forgot what the date was, but I thought it was gonna happen sometime like soon. It's one of the few times I do owlless without grabbing the red, like, at all. I don't even know how I did that, but... you gotta be prepared for every scenario. Just gotta be ready for it. That was my fault. I should have just gone for it. I think there's still a very small chance that I could be ahead, but I don't know if it's pretty degen, but yesterday at night, it was like 2 in the morning and I ate like a little bit of peanut butter. Like I ate it straight off the jar with like a spoon. And it was a pretty good time. Thank you, here's to you. Appreciate the luck. Gamer. If I'm ahead, I'm gonna be ahead by like a second. But last time I failed grabbing the star and I fell down and still saved like, or I didn't save, but I didn't lose that much. Please. I'm just gonna play it safe. It's fine. The elevator still moves when you're ledge grabbing, so it doesn't really matter if you ledge grab there or not. That was better than I thought. I guess I made a huge mistake in my PB then. I thought I was going to be ahead by like 1 or 2 seconds, but... I don't know if I should risk it. Alright, that's fine. I was gonna see if I can just go without getting oxygen. But I probably need at least like 3 bars. I'll probably grind that like off stream. Just trying to see like what's the most I can take without drowning. Sucks. I try to reach a little bit to the right to see if I could grab at least one. Good. This might be another gold. Mostly because I think the treasure chest movement was a little bit better, and I think even the jet stream was a little bit better. The cannon shot might be about the same though, so yeah. So far, pretty good though. You guys like my shirt today? Might be off. Alright, that's good enough. I think this is still on pace. Thanks, Tool. I had like no clothes, like no clean clothes left. So yesterday when I was washing clothes, I was like, oh, I found this like shirt and I forgot that this is like a lucky shirt. So I decided to wear it today. For like lucky purposes, you know. Alright, I golded by a second. That's only because last run I also golded, so that's why I wasn't a lot bigger, but shift clip saves like 6 or 7. So like if you add both golds, it ended up being like around 7 or so. But yeah, that was pretty textbook like JRB, I think. No really, no real major like mistakes, and pretty much everything was like about what you'd expect. So I'm actually pretty like happy with that, especially because JRB is like an early stage and I never gold like early stages. So we take those. Alright, let's not do the same mistake again, please. Good backup. Thank you, Nate. I've been kind of using XM Smile a lot recently. I think XM Smile is like the new wave. Ooh. That might have not seemed obvious, but like I slowed down a good amount before I like got to the platform, so I wouldn't get shocked, and it worked. If I would have done that like 2 frames faster, I probably would have got shocked. I can't tell if I'm like good with that backup or not. I think it was fine. Tail grab was fast, and I was like right next to the bomb anyways. I didn't have to do like an extra spin, and I went for like a decently fast spin on the first one. Shit. This could be like a mid 25, I'm willing to say. If I play my cards right. Why, dude? I guess it's fine, because it's like a race. I'm not really losing time as long as I get there before him. I think I can afford to lose like 2 seconds. I think worst case scenario, I'm down by like a second or something. And I was kind of right. Whatever, man. What's up? Here's to you. husTlie. What the what is this camera? I'm up like 2 coins. Shit, that's not good. Fuck. I don't have any idea what this is gonna be. I assume it's still fine because I'm pretty sure as long as I get more than like 58, I should be able to like skip Goombas and stuff. But I might have to get like 1. Or maybe not. Move out of my way. That is not the best. I'm a little disappointed, but it's fine. I'm not really, like, it's very uncommon for me to lose, like, the wing cap there. Like, normally I have it at least until the mountain. So I would say that was below average for sure. Don't be sad. I'll just make it up next split. No probs. Either way, it's still gonna be like a... Well, I hope it would be a 25. I just have high standards for some reason, but... This is like a really good run for me. Like anything 25 is like godlike for me. So it's not a big deal, but I just have really, really high standards. Shit. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, now it's a bad run. Like, actually. think the best I can get with this like a mid 34 probably. Because I gotta get like plus again, and I gotta get MIPS, which is a big time loss. Yep, it's another miss. I think at this point I literally have one more attempt and then I have to go for the 100. You never want to be put in this situation because it means that you missed out like every single like plus. Yeah, I can't do it. It's like actually a hard thing. I'm just gonna reset this one. Too much time.
It's me, Mario. It's me, Mario.
Because I lost MIPS, which is like 20 plus like 3-4 times. It's like another like what, like 40-ish. And then, yeah, that was before the 100. It's not even like I had 100 ready. So the 100 is probably gonna be another meltdown. Just because when I'm like that, when I make that much mistakes, it's already like done deal. Good point, Nick. Also, for some reason, like, the stream keeps cutting off, which is annoying. I'm fine to continue runs that are, like, spliced or whatever, but not if they're, like, you know, several minutes behind pace. I think there is a pressure today to PB, and it's messing with me. Because I got so close like on my last run, like it feels like there's like some pressure to like play well. But I'll just be a Giga Chad and like not think about it. I'll just play to have fun. So if I'm like smacking my controller like really hard. This is supposed to be my silent controller, like the one that doesn't make a lot of noise. But I think I've been like playing on it a good amount to the point where it's like kind of like clicky now. But this controller was super silent when I first started playing with it. That's weird.
Here we go.
Controller ASMR. I actually wonder what it would sound like if I rubbed my controller against my mic. I'm kind of afraid to do it because it'll be like super loud, but I'm curious like if it would just sound like plastic or it'll sound like a thunderstorm. I'm not gonna try it. If the run dies, maybe I'll try it, but it could be an interesting experiment to try out. Like in case I ever decide to do like ASMR streams in the future. Are you kidding me? That wasn't the worst RNG, but it's like one of those RNGs that kind of make it high risk to go after because you might fall off. So what have you guys been up to today? Anybody do some cool shit? Yesterday I got some like binders, or not binders, I got like my Pokemon card binder and I was looking over some of my cards and like storing them. I had like a huge pile of like cards that were just kind of like in the open air, but I'm like kind of protective with the cards, so I made sure to do that yesterday. And I washed clothes, so I guess you could say I was a productive human being yesterday. Would you summon him? You know what's funny? It's funny that you say that because I actually had a dream with Deadmau5 once. Like, I know what he looks like in person. Or, sorry, I know what he looks like without the mask or whatever. Like the helmet. So, like one time I had a dream where like he invited me over to like his house. And he wanted me to become, like, he wanted me to like fill his spot as like Deadmau5 or whatever. It's a pretty interesting dream. He was like, I want you to be the Deadmau5. And it was like a really serious thing. Like I was like at his house and like I got to meet like his family and shit. And they were all like, yeah, this guy's like the perfect fit. Like he should definitely be Deadmau5. Pretty awesome. But then I woke up. You know why I think that happened though? It's because I think at the time I was watching a lot of his videos. He used to have this series on his YouTube channel where he would drive people around and like go get coffee with them, and he would just like sit in his car and just talk. And I think I watched like 5 or more of those videos like in a week or something. And then that's why I had like that dead mouse dream. Come on, that should have been it. It's fine. Can I risk it? I'm not gonna risk it. It's too risky. If I was like 2 by the time I get the last one, I would have definitely like at least attempted it just for like the meme. But nah, if I'm only 1 down and I don't know the exact like seconds it takes for it to like tick down, it's not worth it. But best case scenario, I would swim upwards first and then like go horizontal so I can like maximize my chances of like surviving. It's probably not that bad because the water is draining, which means it's going like towards you and you're going towards the water. So it probably would have been worth it to like try it maybe. Oh yeah, the Rob Ford one. There was a couple of good ones. I think my personal favorite was the one where he's with what's his name? Dylan Francis and Skrillex. That was a banging one. It's like atypical because like I think his other ones he would just like talk like about life and stuff. But I think with the Deadmau5 and Dylan one, because they were just like really close friends, like F, never refresh. No, you should refresh. I don't know. I don't think it causes delay, but just in case. But yeah, I'm really sorry about the internet, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to do because like I'm pretty sure I used to like stream like all the time, and I never had like internet issues like ever. But I think like in the past week I've like disconnected like at least like 4 times or 5 times, and that's at least. So usually on days like this when it's like really bad, I would probably just like stop streaming because like if I finish the run and it's a good one, like it's technically not like a run, I guess. So it kind of makes the whole thing feel like scripted or whatever. Spiced. I'll just keep it going for now, I guess. If it disconnects one more time, I think what I'll do is that I'll go to my router and I'll unplug it and then replug it. And then hopefully that, like, does something. I honestly feel like sometimes, like, the ISPs, like, purposely throttle you, though. Because, like I said, when I used to stream, like, all the time, like, this was never an issue. Like, I literally streamed for, like, months on months on months with, like, 0 connection issues. And now, all of a sudden, like, in this week, I just disconnected way too much. Like, this is super, super, like, weird. And I'm not even having, like, any weather, like, problems in my area, so it's, like, extra weird. But yeah, if anything, like if it goes down again, and if you see that the stream goes offline, it's probably because I disconnected my router. Because the way it works is like when your stream goes offline, I think there's like a 3 to 4, maybe even like 5-minute window where like OBS just tries to reconnect for you. But if that time exceeds, I think it's like 5 minutes, then the stream automatically just goes offline. Hopefully the internet issues don't persist. I think I'll try turning down my bitrate for a little bit. Because... Actually, I don't even think that would work, because I'm streaming, I think it's like 2500 or like 2000. But on OBS, it's like doing way past that. It's like 3000 and shit. But when it goes offline, or it's about to, it just drops straight to 0, like out of nowhere. So I don't even think like turning down the bitrate would help. If you apply for affiliate, Twitch will stop dropping your stream. That is fake news. It's not Twitch, I'm pretty sure it's my ISP. Twitch is actually really good about their servers. Like, I think they do a great job with like their stuff. I say great job, but some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, but what about that time that it dropped for like 30 minutes or whatever. But like, overall, like, they do a pretty good job of like providing quality options and all that stuff. Like yeah, the servers do go down occasionally, but it's very rare. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my ISP. Yeah, it's true. But to be fair, like, they have like some pretty good limits on what could be like achieved with a live stream. Like, I think on YouTube you can stream up to like 90,000 bitrate or something, but on Twitch I think the max, even for like a partnered streamer, is like 1100 or 1000, or sorry, 10,000 or like 11,000. So like, it makes it a little bit easier to run when you have like limits. But we're still talking about like at least like 1 million people who stream like every month. So that's pretty impressive. Thank you, Patrick. The heck? Did you like accidentally type in the wrong chat, Chewy?